continue to turn until both rods are released.
Remove the push rods after top dead center is found.
So. Dann.
The bottom screws are loosened.
Loosen the 4 lug nuts on the pulling the cylinder down.
From the cylinder head.
Move the intake.
The other thing too is we might note that we want to keep track of the push rods as to where they
That's right, that's important, to keep the push rods in order. I've been doing this for 4 years, so I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
With model engines before.
Really?
Cylinder.
Stock, yeah.
Storage.
Storage.
There it comes.
So.
It's naked.
Bier. Wegen Kolben, wegen Ring.
Here we have cylinder heads. Thrust washers, or prop washers. Cylinders themselves. Intake and exhaust tubes, and they're bent to fit each cylinder. A box of articulating rods. And they got the oil holes in them. Case halves. Shaft balance weights. Pair of crank case halves. Ready for machining. Machining here. These are the crank case rear halves. It's like a cooling bath. It'll drill fast. That's the carburetor hole. All done by computer. Takes it out, does another one. Moving the valve.
Took the E-clip or C-clip, whatever you want to call it, off first, pulling the valve spring.
There it is.
The
Valve,
stick
valve
of the
spring,
valve
C-clip,
has to be reworked
rocker arm,
if there was
and the
a lag.
axle, I guess you want to call it. I knew that.
New company, good service.
Here's a cylinder.
Yes.
It should
He's
be
very
trained
good.
here,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Either
That's better.
Are put in.
That's how the insert
first
goes in the
and
head
then
for the valve.
machined.
Cutaway head. It's in the valve
by
seat.
pressing it in,
Washer and the
it should be realized
Afterwards.
cylinder screws onto the head. Very good. How about that, sports fans? The bucket of valves.
Beide Male auf die gleiche Weise. Ist eigentlich
The master rod, piston attached. Okay, Thomas has just replaced the valves in his head, and he's checking for leaks on the valve train here. Compression's good, and he pulls it out real fast and makes a snapping noise. Looks good. Stamp it. Intake manifold, exhaust manifold.
Some a bit bigger.
These are the gauges for them. Here's an overview of the engine assembly and repair shop. Nice bright light here.
Because it is a question of adjusting the power
And storage shells, parts.
of the fuel.
Do all the CNC machining. Lots of nice machining. Wolfgang, what about the idle adjustment?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
After the first running hour, you should turn.
Idle adjustment?
Ist das Leerlaufeinstellung? Yes.
Na, ja, ja.
Ja, und jetzt?
In 10, 11 Uhr Stellung.
In
10,
the
11 o'clock.
position of 11, 10 or 11 o'clock.
Okay.
For the first hour.
Yes, for the first hour.
Turn open
A quarter
and 1/4.
and 1, 2, 3.
And
Needle valve for the
3
5
notches.
cylinder.
Okay, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Paul, give that thing a whirl. A professor friend of Wolfgang gave him this horizontal reciprocating engine. It's never been proven, but he's having fun with it, just playing around. Some more collection of Wolfgang. There's a Technopower hanging there. Fine here. Looks like it's been run. On the rocker box cover. Cabinet that contains most of the machine tools that Wolfgang uses to drill all those holes and gouge out all those excess corners. Well, here's Wolfgang at his desk, looking very important, right, Wolfgang? We sure had a nice visit. We appreciate it very much. When you coming back to Oregon?
Oh, in a half year.
In a half year.
Yes.
Great, wonderful.
Good.
We have Enrico
Left.
and Patrick on the right. And how old are they, Gina?
Enrico is 3.5 and Patrick 5.5.
And they're beautiful little boys. We met them last night. They're just the greatest gift that Gina and Wolfgang could have. Model built by Mr. First with a Seidel radial engine in it. Beautiful, beautiful. Wolfgang's going to show us his sandblaster here for blasting the heads, cleaning them up. That's how it's done.
Isn't that nice?
Here we have the crankshaft with a 7-cylinder. And this is the way Wolfgang balances them.
Okay, we're going to have a quick run through on some of the components here. The first being the cylinder, and this is a completed assembly.
With the glow plug in it.
Yeah, glow plug in it, and also the valve guides, but no valves or rocker arms, of course. This is the cam timing gear.
And this has 1, 2, 3, 4 lobes so it's for what? No, it's only got one.
This is for a 9-cylinder.
Yes, because it's got 4 lobes on each.
Right.
Okay, we got that.
Okay, and this is the back of the crankcase of a 7-cylinder with the inserts in them that helps control the fuel flow.
That's why they're flares, is that right?
Right. So that fuel can't just fall in the hole. It's got an obstacle to overcome. There is a piston with cuts for 2 rings. However, they're only using 1.
Just the compression ring only,
And
huh?
the other ring, we're told, is for oil.
There's the old 7L Super Tiger carburetor. Excuse me, OS carburetor. Beautiful carburetor. Works great. And this is the,
That's the front piece of a prop hub assembly. Beautiful anodized piece of work. And here we have the entire rod assembly, master rod, and then depending on what you want to call it, slave rods or rod assemblies.
these are articulating rods.
Articulating rods complete with bearings. And then this nice piece of work, this is the front of the crankcase housing. And it's got a,
I'll hold this, Mark, and you turn that shaft.
okay, it's got the,
Oh, they don't have it in all the way,
it's
do
not
they?
all the way in.
The bearing was
But,
not on
let
the
me see
shaft.
if I can get this. You can kind of see how this works. This is the crankshaft, as well as the timing gear for the,
Down inside.
yeah.
We don't have a bearing insert in here now, so we can't turn it over too easy for you.
For the crankshaft, they go ahead and install these, and then they machine this to the to
Balance it, huh?
each individual crankshaft. Yeah. This is pretty much the assembled. This is kind of a long block, I guess you'd probably call it. Complete, less the cylinders. Beautiful piece of work.
Now that'll turn over, won't it? Just a
Yeah.
little bit, yeah. Yeah, Wolfgang's got it all put together, hasn't he?
He sure does. Just beautiful. Yeah. This is the rough piston as Wolfgang receives them from Molly. Molly's a very